everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio podcast. This is our 2024 New Year's prediction special. Easy for me to say. Joining me this evening, Chucks, Beans, and Will. How you guys doing?
Yellow.
Hey, there we are.
There
That's
it is.
official. Yeah.
I predict an evening of light entertainment and fun all round. I think.
Yeah.
An enjoyable episode.
I agree.
For
Sorry
us
for
and the listener.
Sorry that we're why'd you gotta say it like that? Sorry that we're an hour or half an hour late. I've been scrambling to try to get graphics for this together here, and I apologize ahead of time here, but we'll make it work. We always try to make it work here. So
To be fair, I think you're covering there for me.
what do you mean?
Well, you was ready about 5-10 minutes ago until my unfortunate incident.
Well, I mean that's life and whatnot.
Yeah, you are getting a little older now. These things do happen.
Just spontaneously vomit everywhere. And then say, "Don't worry. Next time it happens, I will alert you." Just for context, if anyone's wondering what the hell we're talking about, my child has just vomited.
Yeah, well,
Comically told us that not to worry, he will inform us the next time that it's going to happen.
Well, hopefully that won't be happening again for everyone's sake.
Hopefully, just purely from the comical aspect of him being able to tell us that, whereas it isn't the response.
I do kind of want to hear a siren, but,
yeah. Yeah, if I hear a siren, I'm out of here. Sorry, guys.
What should we get into? We've been prepping for a little bit, but we've prepped for quite a bit here.
Have you all been through my list of things to predict?
A little bit.
Some guesses about where you're going with a lot of them?
Kind of.
Kinda.
Yeah. Sort of, yeah. Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah,
kind of. That's good enough for me. Should we go straight into it? This is what we're doing today, I guess. Are we talking about day 1 and day 2 and day 3, or are we mostly just sticking with the predictions?
I mean, I didn't watch Raw, so.
Well, I've seen something.
You did.
I was looking at some rosters for some help with a couple of our predictions, and Akam was on it. And then I scrolled down a little, and Razor was on it.
Oh,
and
the
Paul
offensive
Ellering
name.
is on it.
Yeah.
When did you do this?
Only, I don't know, half an hour, maybe an hour. Whenever we first got on this call.
The
Authors of Pain are back.
returned on SmackDown last night.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
I kind of saw a blurb about that as well. Yeah.
So, tell you what we do. We do a quick little rundown of day 1 and New Year's Revolution. That's what we're calling it. Raw and SmackDown. Everybody else.
Just before you do, I don't actually have something I can do with audio. But in the spirit of last week of drinking a whiskey, I received a nice present, which was, when they do the little whiskey bottle taster things. It's like one like what you get
like a little aeroplane bottle.
Yeah. So I got a set of them. So the only sound effect I can give you is. That was definitely the sound of an alcoholic, wasn't it?
Clink, 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 clink.
So all I could do is
an alcoholic with a low tolerance. He doesn't need a whole lot. Just
Yeah.
little taster bottle.
I'm gonna have one. I'll see if the sound effect of the bottle opening because they have the little metal cap. Yep, that worked. Did you?
Not
Yeah,
really.
no, it's not bad.
What's in your tiny bottle, Beans?
My tiny bottle. It is a Famous Grouse Smoky Black.
It was Famous Grouse you were drinking last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was the normal one. This is a gift set that's got 3 variations of famous
All
trout,
3
so,
different Grice in there.
So this one I've not had before. So it's a smooth, peaty and aromatic smoky black whiskey.
Oh, nice.
So, okay,
It's
so if
quite
you're a
nice.
whiskey guy, when it sounds like you are,
It's a
can
dangerous
you
thing to
explain? Can you explain why something being peaty is a good thing? Because that sounds like soil to me.
Earthy.
Yeah, like earthy.
Salt
I'm not
of the
sure
earth,
I
as
want-
we may say.
Like MJF.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would want something that's peaty.
Well, you never gone into the garden and just started eating some of the soil? Can you tell I've had a sip already by now? God, that is quite strong, actually.
That's not just peaty, that's Petey Williams.
Hey, it's gonna destroy me. I'm just not a Canadian. I forgot your question.
Right, well, the good question anyway. I don't understand with whiskies especially, but you know, alcohols, wines I guess are the same, beers are sometimes the same, and maybe even coffee. I just don't understand coffee. But with the alcohols, people say that, like, I don't know, a whiskey is leathery, or it has like notes of oak or something.
I've never heard
Yeah,
of
Like,
that.
how is that a good thing? How are any of these flavors what you want in a drink?
Because it's a nice warmth. And
Okay.
it is hard to explain because obviously it's a. I mean, yeah, if you swig it, you're gonna know about it because it'll burn the hell out of everything. But
Yeah, like,
when
you can have that. Like, hot sauce does that.
kill a whiskey glass and a hot sauce bottle.
Yeah.
I don't recommend shots of hot sauce. That
No.
I did that one time, and yeah,
Um,
I needed that siren not long after. Wheel, wheel, wheel. It made a return, an unwelcome return. It was just as bad
Steve's also
the
put in
second
the
time
chat.
around.
If Beer Money ended up in AEW, that bottle sound would be the play at the start of their song.
Probably would, yeah.
SmackDown? Were we talking about SmackDown?
Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah, I
somewhere,
did go
somewhere.
completely in with the drink thing. Sorry.
What the hell?
But I think we should go even further back to day one, like you said.
Okay.
It
I'm
was
down.
the
was
day
Big
one
Bang,
edition
wasn't
of Raw. It was, yeah, Big Bang. Well done.
You said it just goes down like a lead balloon.
So we started off in a weird way, something they'd never done before. Just something I thought was interesting to note. They had Michael Cole and Wade Barrett in the ring.
Yeah, I did. I watched this and I thought that it was really. It was the old Vince McMahon and Jerry the King Lawler
Yeah,
standing
a
at
few
ringside
people-
kind of thing, wasn't it?
It reminded me of that. It also reminded me a little bit of UFC, the way they do it. You know, they're
Hmm.
all stood up talking to camera, aren't they? So
Oh, sorry.
yeah, thought it was an interesting way of doing things. We started off with Nia Jax and Becky Lynch in a pretty good match, actually. You don't see that about a Nia Jax match.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I'm not sure I
usually
believe you.
a reckless person.
Yeah. She made Becky bleed again.
Ha! She punched her nose again.
She blew from the mouth this time. Don't know what she did before.
Jesus.
I
Um,
wondered whether at one point whether it was supposed to be for the spot for the uppercut, whether she actually had something in her mouth that she bit on, but
What, back
She
when
was-
she did it the first time or in this match?
Shit. Sorry.
What's going on over there?
I'm panicking. That's what's going on.
oh god. You've just poured yourself a glass of hot sauce, haven't you?
Not quite.
You're
No.
finding out the hard way. There was also the spot on the apron, which obviously was a callback to the
Yeah. Come on.
whole.
The Becky becoming the man, if you will. Sorry.
Yeah. I thought it was a decent enough match. And Nia actually won it.
Yeah.
Which was an interesting move.
Yeah. Great start to the year for the man.
You sound so enthusiastic, Beans, over this.
I know. Well, it's Nia Jax, isn't it? I'm sorry. My opinions haven't changed. Don't mean to sound awful, and she looks in the best shape that she has done in the ring for a long time, and I'm still concerned about people's well-being when she's in the ring.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Speaking of people's well-being, moving on to the next match.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. Before that, we had a promo from Cody and Nakamura. Did a little thing on the screen, and basically they're having a rematch next week.
I do love these Shinsuke.
Yeah, they are pretty good. Yeah, I think they're letting them. For some reason, maybe it was a Vince thing, I don't know, but they never really let them speak Japanese, did they?
No, I don't think they did.
But now they seem to be letting them do it. But the
thing is it's like it works because he's such an expressive character with you know facial animations and the way that he moves and everything. It's you get the gist of
that one,
you know, like the thing that he was saying, even if you didn't read the subtitles, like it's. Although it is a bit weird that when he does actually speak English, the subtitles are still there, as if he's like a really, really bad English speaker, which, it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, they're having a match on Raw this week. So yeah, speaking of people's well-being, next it was a tag match. It was Jey Uso and Kofi Kingston versus Giovanni and Ludwig from Imperium. And it was actually stopped. The referee threw the X up right in the middle of the match when Kofi hit Giovanni with a drop kick, but he clocked him right in the face. And his head hit the ring as he came back down. He didn't have to, they were quite they liked it in the situation anyway, but they didn't show any close-ups of him. But you could see the faces of everyone else. Everyone else looked really worried for a minute. And the doctor got in the ring, and then they called off the match. Thankfully, he walked himself back. So
it was really weird that the guy thought they kept him off camera. Obviously, and you knew that obviously, concussion or something along those lines definitely was, like as soon as the way it were going. But
yeah,
and then they had them all in the ring, and then you could see him walk past, and it was just like that was a bit of a strange. Like you've done so well to hide him, and then you just put him on screen walking off.
Yeah.
But it was good as well, because then you knew obviously that he was all right, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were doing any other work with him ringside, but.
Yeah, for a minute though, when they weren't showing them, and you could see some of the faces, especially Jey Uso. He looked really worried for a minute. But thankfully, I think he's tweeted afterwards. He was okay afterwards. So it was all good in the end. Then we had The Miz invited Judgment Day to Miz TV. Then R-Truth came out instead, because he still thinks he's in Judgment Day. It was quite funny.
For an
Then led
R-Truth
to
segment?
It was, yeah.
Oh, man.
It then led to a rematch and a reunion of sorts. Sorry, a match and a reunion, because we had who was it in Judgment Day? Dominic and JD against The Miz and R-Truth, a reuniting of Awesome Truth. from a few years ago.
I
Many years
didn't
ago.
even remember this team until he said it out loud, and I was like, "Oh my god, yeah."
Yeah, that's a lie. And they won. Mission Truth won.
Well, congrats.
I've got to be honest. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but I'm really enjoying the R-Truth stuff at the minute.
Oh yeah, I am. I think he's great.
Yeah, sure, cool. You know, I'm not a big R-Truth guy, but if it works, it works. You know.
It's just, it's just ridiculous, but it's done well. I think it's not, it's not cringe, if you know what I mean. It is actually chuckling kind of thing. Like,
yeah, it's a bit of comedy, isn't it? You know, they don't have much comedy these days for some reason, but
it's one of the hardest things to do, in it, because you fall flat on your face, don't you? With it, it's the same. It was like Santino, when it's like you had to walk that line so finely with it, because you could be roaring with laughter, and then if you just did something a little bit too far, it turned into ridiculous slapstick. Then.
Next match, I actually didn't see this one. Did you see Raw, Beans? You sound like you have seen it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
I've not watched SmackDown yet, but I did watch Raw.
The next match was Rhea Ripley defending the title against Ivy Nile. I did actually miss this. Was it a good match? I can't remember. Well,
yeah, to be honest, I think I missed a little bit of the middle of it, but it looked a solid match. It wasn't because I obviously I'm not seen Ivy. Is it Ivy Lee?
Nile,
sorry, Ivy Nile. I'm still thinking about Keith Lee. But yeah, I was quite pleasantly surprised. I weren't sure what to expect, because I know obviously she's, it wasn't I think it was the first match on the main roster, wasn't it, as a singles or one?
Yeah, it was.
So, but yeah, it was good. There wasn't anything embarrassing in it, or there wasn't any ridiculous moments in it as such. But yeah, I thought it was a good
And
out.
Rhea won. Rhea won to retain the title.
Yeah. She is
then-
on another level at the moment, Rhea.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So all night, in fact, all weekend, it's been promoting that a former WWE champion was going to be at Raw. Triple H sent a tweet out saying something similar, and so they were saying, "Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?" And then Jinder Mahal came out. Don't hinder Jinder. He came out doing the whole anti-American thing, and I think he did the American anthem in Punjabi, which went down well, as you can imagine. Then some guy called Dwayne came out and did something. Yeah, so The Rock came back again.
Finally.
It seems like he's finally going after Roman.
Getting to that,
He's never leaving again.
Getting to that, ruining the
Sorry.
moment.
Sorry.
It's alright. So yeah, he did the comedy thing with Jinder, and he called him a douchebag.
Did anyone else feel that this was? It sounds awful saying this. That it felt quite average until the very final sentence.
I think it did, but only because it's not been that long since we've seen The Rock.
That's what I mean, because he did exactly the same things, and it was just like, yeah, this is, I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it's like you say, it weren't that long ago that he showed up on the show and did this.
As soon as his music hit, Michael Cole shouted "Yay!"
Yeah.
That seemed a bit forced to me, but
Did you see the video of the ring announcer's reaction?
Yeah, that was quite cool actually. She
gets really animated about everything, doesn't she? But my God,
yeah.
She was.
You can tell she's a genuine fan, not just a employee, if you like. But yeah, at the end bit, as spoiled, then he said he was going out in where were they? San Diego. He was going out for a drink in San Diego, and I was like, okay, so what? But then he asked the crowd where should he sit, and as soon as he said that, I knew where he was going with that. He said,
you know what? I knew that there was something, and I'm thinking, obviously, this is, and I couldn't put. Don't know if it was because it was very late, but there was. Yeah, I was kind of like, I know this is going somewhere, but I don't know exactly how he's getting there.
I had a feeling. Well, I was kind of thinking it wasn't. I thought he's just there to take the piss out of Jinder and go again like he did last time. And I thought surely he's going. This could actually be going somewhere this time, and it did. So he said, "What did he say?" He asked him where should he sit, and he said, "Should I sit at the bar?
One was a booth.
Should I sit at a booth or sit at the bar?" And then he said, "Oh, should I sit at the head of the table?"
Whoa, he's laying down some serious.
He's doing metaphors.
Planting some seeds.
He's doing
He's
metaphors.
going after Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah,
Dream match has been coming a long way.
Sorry, Rock, one of them's not here anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's he's finally acknowledged. There's a term. He's acknowledged Roman at last.
Hey.
There's a lot. It's been the last time he appeared on WWE. There was just no mention of him at all, which led to a lot of tweets saying, you know, what's going on.
Stay in the chat says, I expected The Rock to talk about pie, not the head of the table.
Yeah, it would have. Everyone getting the gist of he's going to go with the head of the table here, and he just started yabbering on about pie and walked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then as he's walking off, Wade Barrett did the line of tell Paul Heyman to call Roman Reigns.
Ooh.
So yeah, it looks like it's on. There's no more news since that happened, but it looks like I have heard that they may be looking. Everyone's thinking this is going to be a Mania, but the latest I've heard, apparently it might not be. It could be in Australia. The Elimination Chamber.
It's a really weird one, isn't it?
Considering the fact that that's going to be at 5:30 in the morning in America as well.
Oh boy. Okay.
Is that the start of the show, though?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're talking
by the time Rock shows up, it'll be about 10 a.m.
Well, yeah. It's not so much better for us. I think it's about 9 o'clock in the morning for us. You're talking early afternoon by the time it was the main event starts.
Yeah, the last time they did the Australia one, it was late afternoon, weren't it? I think for us.
Was it? Can't remember.
I think. Really? Do you see that they're actually going to do Rock and Roman in?
Well,
and it's not Mania.
From what I've read, apparently it was a big, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Condition for the whoever organising it in Australia wanted The Rock at the event.
Oh.
So,
but does it work like that?
Well, I don't know.
Why wouldn't every arena say, "Well, we're happy to have you, Mr. Lovett, but only if we've got, you know,
The Rock,
Dwayne. Only if we've got the return of the Rock
the main event of it must be The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah. Get Hogan back in ring shape and
don't forget about Yokozuna.
We want Yokozuna. Even the Saudis couldn't get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It does sound a bit strange, but that's the internet rumor. So,
but it also makes sense in the fact of we're going into Mania, where everyone's expecting Cody and Roman Part 2 finish the story, and then you go and throw Rock in the mix.
Well, Cody's odds drastic go down, I think. But that does lead us kind of towards the prediction game here.
Alrighty.
It does.
Is there
but
more from the week that we need to?
Sort of. Just I'll run through it very quickly. So at the end of Raw, it was the title match between Seth and Drew. Seth won. There was a Money in the Bank cash-in teased again, which seems to be the thing these days. But it didn't happen. And Seth ended up winning with a pedigree.
Boo.
So just jumping at SmackDown, there wasn't much to talk about SmackDown. It wasn't very it wasn't as eventful anyway. Roman pretty much there was quite a big thing at the end. Roman pretty much ignored The Rock. When what's her name, Kyla Braxton asked him about it backstage, he just laughed in her face and walked off, which was quite funny. So the main event, I'll get to the main event in a second. The one other interesting bit I thought was not last week, because they didn't have one last week, the week before Christmas, Pretty Deadly took out Butch, formerly known as Pete Dunne. And he said that he said he was gonna find a partner because he's not with Sheamus or Ridge Holland anymore. Sheamus has disappeared, and Ridge Holland seems to have gone back to NXT. So he said he's going to find a partner to have a rematch last night, which he did, and it was Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
And he's
Tyler Bate
like
finally
now getting finally been called up. He's on the
7 years on from his winning.
Yeah, and is he still like 25?
26. He's only 26.
26. That's what I mean. It's ridiculous. He's still getting an early call.
Same age as Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, crazy. And they had a pretty good showing. Butch and Bate, which I kind of like that name of the team, Butch and Bate. Yeah, they had a pretty good showing, and it was kind of cool to see Butch and Bate against Pretty Deadly on SmackDown. British Wrestling taking over SmackDown. So yeah, I'll just jump straight ahead to. Oh, we missed out the. We talked about AOP. They turned up with Karrion Kross to take out Lashley and the Street Profits. So it looks like they're now some sort of new faction with Paul Ellering actually as well.
Does that mean
Scarlett.
that Lashley and
Scarlett.
Street Profits are faces again now?
I don't know. Possibly. Yeah, I don't know. Karrion Kross. I don't know what they're going to be calling this new team. But they haven't got a name yet. Did he have he had something on his shirt? I'm just trying to find a quick picture of it.
Judgment Day would be a good name for a group like that.
He had a shirt on with the final prayer on it. So I don't know. Maybe that could be what they're calling themselves. I don't know. Could be meaningless. But yeah, I like. He's not been the same since he came to the main roster, has he? But I liked him in NXT.
No.
Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
So maybe this hopefully is his time to shine on the main roster.
Alright.
And just jumping ahead, sorry, one last thing. The main event, it was a triple threat match between AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton. The winner would get Roman at the Rumble. Pretty good match, but then it was ruined. Reigns came out with Solo and took everyone out. So there was no actual winner. And
we know how that goes.
Well, yeah, just as it was going off the air, you saw Nick Aldis talking to Paul Heyman, and he said something on the lines of telling him when he's finished celebrating, he's now got himself a fatal four-way match at the Rumble. So I think that was the first match announced for the Rumble, fatal four-way. AJ, LA Knight, Orton, and Reigns for the title.
That's pretty big.
Good match.
So yeah, that was SmackDown.
Cool. All right, I feel like we're caught up. That helps. That helps quite a lot, in fact. So, this being our 2024 prediction special, I've set out, I think, is it 15? Yeah, 15 things for you to predict across both WWE and AEW. And there's one at the end for you to come up with any prediction you like. And who knows, maybe some other stuff along the way. We might add a couple, just for funsies. But apparently you guys have looked through my questions and you've come up with a few answers, and hopefully this will go pretty smoothly.
Hey,
And Smooth's actually got some graphics. Awesome. So, the first one, as you can see, we've got 2 Royal Rumbles. It's coming up fairly soon. Is it 3 weeks away? Something like that? Who's winning each of the male and the female Royal Rumbles? Or Rumbles Royal, or however you're supposed to say that.
Rumbles Royal.
Jumping first.
Who wants to go in?
Clearly, Lorem Ipsum.
All that then.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Probably the most obvious pick, but CM Punk for the Rumble.
And for the women?
That's between 2 people.
Triple H and you. We're keeping that secret.
I think it's either going to be Jay Cargill,
Oh, that's a good shout. Didn't think about
or it could potentially be Sasha Banks.
That was my pick. That was
that's
my
another
pick.
good one.
Which one are you going with, though?
What are you doing,
I'm
Beans?
going to go Sasha Banks, just
Okay.
because I think
Thanks.
I think it's a bit too much for. I know that they're obsessed with making sure that Jay Cargill has like a good build, like not just rushed into things and stuff. And I think throwing her instantly in and making her win the Rumble might be a bit. I mean, it wouldn't have stopped them previously. Just the sheer fact that they seem to be going quite slow and trying to be sensible suggests that might be the route they go.
Oh, I like that one.
I do too.
So, Smoke, does that mean you're going with Punk and Jade?
I was kind of thinking of that, yeah. I think they might rub it in AEW's faces there a little bit.
If they've held off on her debut for some reason, that would explain it.
Yeah.
Always gone for it.
Yeah, I'll lock in with that, sorry.
So I'd gone really one-step thinking here. Who's the champion and who makes sense to feud with her? So I'm thinking Bayley. But now you're throwing out these surprise options that make a lot more sense. Also, before Will, I'm just going to try and throw Will off here. The last 2 winners of the Women's Royal Rumble are Ronda Rousey and Rhea Ripley. So obviously they really like our names. It could be Raquel Rodriguez. Just saying. CM Punk and Bayley for me, but I'm already regretting that.
Will.
Yeah, Bailey's an interesting one. I'm with Baines. I think it's Punk and Banks.
Yeah.
Or Monet, whatever she's calling herself.
Pretty sure she'll be Sasha Banks again.
Ready?
But with that done, I feel I'm going to skip ahead a little bit because 2 of you have already answered this question.
Okay.
One of my predictions was going to be who will Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné sign with. There's a lot of talk about it this week. AEW and WWE both obviously very interested. She's talking money with both of them. Where's she going? I feel like we've got answers from Beans and Will.
Yeah, I think she's.
Yeah. I don't know though. I mean, everything from what I've seen seems to suggest the AEW route. She's been involved on show like Wembley. She showed up, and
Yep.
you know, like there seems to be a lot more Twitter talk, if that's a thing, about her joining AEW. But I don't know. I just if I was in her shoes, the company that she walked away from is, you know, quite different in setup than what it is, and you know, she's got a very good relationship with Triple H, so
Could be.
That's the thing for me. Yeah, she's watched all the stuff about all the documentaries that she's in on the network and stuff, and she's always said, you know, she credits Triple H a lot with the success she had in NXT, and I think, like you say, it's a totally different company to what the one that she walked out of. So. Excuse me, I think that's going to be where she goes.
I hope it's where she goes. I think she might get lost in the AEW world.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we're
So you got all.
sorry. We saying we picking beans?
WWE.
Okay, that's what I'm going with as well.
Well, that's all three of you then. I'm gonna go the other way.
He's also put a good note in the chat saying with Charlotte being out on long term now, she's got a big shot at the top spot, top four.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlotte's in and out anyway, though, so I don't know. I don't know if they were relying on her long term.
No, but I think it just it's not something you should have to worry about. But
That's true.
I'm not saying that she would be worried about it.
Well, I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. TNA? What?
Oh.
What?
Oh,
All
weird.
right, even I was like,
No,
what
not
are
you.
you
No, I'm looking at the
Hey.
screen here. No, AEW for me. The Rumble return is, you know, it's one of those things. You expect these big, and it could happen. But something about the way she left, she was obviously angry with the company, and she's done a lot of indie stuff. She probably want to have that freedom. AEW needs some top talent.
That's true, but I don't think they're gonna get it with her. Even though they showed her at the jumbotron at Wembley.
They did.
The big
Okay.
thing for me, it might not mean anything, but apparently the music that she had in Japan was available on iTunes.
Hmm.
And apparently this week it was taken off.
Oh,
So
someone's bought it.
if she was going to AEW, I think she'd use that same music.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But if she
Okay.
goes to WWE, they'd want to take it down.
Maybe.
Okay.
Move to make it a bit obvious, though, isn't it, for WWE? So you wait until she's made debut back in WWE and then make sure it's removed.
Well, they might not have any control over that, might they? If they ask Apple to take it down, it's kind of Apple, in it.
What's the next one, Chucks?
The next one, well, we've done the Rumble winners, so that leads naturally on to the main events of WrestleMania. We are going to have two nights again, presumably. So we've got two main events to pick from, two main events to predict. And if you want to, give us your winners as well. Who beats whom in the main events? I mean, half of your predictions were already set up. I
Yeah.
imagine. At least half of one of them. I don't know if they're going to go with the women's main event.
CM Punk's going to be facing Seth Rollins on night one,
And who wins?
and CM Punk wins.
It's Rollins, okay.
Sorry. And
And night two feels like it's all up in the air now.
Well, this is the nature of this game.
yeah,
It is difficult.
yeah.
I don't want to go off on a tangent, but I saw an interesting post that someone put up where they stated that at Elimination Chamber it would be Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns for the title.
At Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, Elimination Chamber in Australia. So it'd be Roman Reigns and Orton. And because Roman Reigns keeps ignoring The Rock and refuses to acknowledge him, The Rock shows up at Chamber and costs him the title.
That could work.
So Orton becomes champion and ends the
What
streak.
a suck-ass way to lose the title.
Yeah.
After a
Yeah,
5-year
I
streak.
guarantee. Yeah, but then that means that you get Roman Reigns versus The Rock at WrestleMania, where The Rock can win without having to have a title obligation. And it leaves Randy Orton to have a title match with Cody Rhodes.
Okay, Rhodes and Orton, yeah, I see where you're going with that.
That's one way to finish the story.
It's
And
finishing a
I
story.
think that would be
And who would win that?
if that was the main event. Cody's winning it, and I think he would love to have that moment with Orton, and I think Orton would love to do it as well.
But if Rock and Reigns is on the same show, that's main event.
That's unfortunately, that is gonna be the main event, though, isn't it?
even without the belt.
Yeah. So
I don't
I
think
think
you
the
can
main
do-
event is going to be Reigns and The Rock.
With
Oh, so you're saying-
Rock winning, presumably.
It depends whether the title's involved.
Well, this is your predictions.
Well.
Is the title involved?
Why am I the one that's going first on all these things?
I don't know, you just jumped in. That's
Alphabetically.
I didn't on this one.
Yeah.
I went with the easy CM Punk pick in the first one, thinking I'll get that done easy and out of the way, so I'm not copying others.
We were all thinking that one.
I'll say The Rock wins.
Rock beats Reigns.
So are we actually doing like night 1, night 2 main events here? Is that it?
Well, you don't have to say which is which, just two
Okay.
main events.
Oh man.
Does anyone else find it ironic that the year that CM Punk returns and says that he's going to the main event of WrestleMania, 2 weeks later The Rock shows up?
Yeah.
Plans change.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got the same. I've got Rock beats Reigns as one of them. And I've got a whole thing in my head about why. So I think what I think Will was talking about earlier is probably going to happen. They're going to do that match early. Rock maybe beats Reigns, whether it's in Australia or it could be even at the Rumble. I don't know. At some point before WrestleMania, that happens, and there's even a title change. They actually go with it, and then set up a rematch for WrestleMania, where Rock wins again, but because that's the end of his run, Damian Priest cashes in. So Rock beats Reigns, but I don't know which one you consider to be the main event. The last match on the show is Damian Priest beating The Rock. How's
Yeah,
that?
but then Rock's got to want revenge. I'm sorry. Movie schedule out the window,
Well-
folks.
He's done.
I'm not letting that jabroni take my belt.
Damian Priest cashes in on The Rock,
Right.
and he goes over big. And on the other side, CM Punk beats Steve Austin.
Oh.
Wow.
I think they're going with. Well, I don't think they're going with. I'm
Well, how the hell did he
completely
win the
ridiculous.
Rumble and end up facing Austin?
I'm hedging my bets. Maybe he doesn't. I don't
I was
know.
gonna say, this is not working with your previous prediction.
No, it's not at all. I haven't made that one work.
Will, who do you
I
got?
think actually, because my original prediction was Punk beating Rollins, and then I thought, no, that's boring. I want Austin in there. I want them to set up past versus present matches on both nights for WrestleMania 40, with Austin and Rock both in there against two of the top of today. That can be the theme.
Okay.
But Punk beats Austin.
I've done it again. I don't want to copy off Beans, but I think he's right with the two matches: the Punk and Rollins and Reigns and Rock. I don't think you can do Reigns and Rock without the title.
Yeah. So who you got winning?
Sorry, winning. Yeah, I'm gonna say Punk winning.
Punk beats Rollins.
Yeah, I'm some torn on this one, but I'm gonna go Rock. Rock is the man to end the tribal chief.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. There's some options here. So, following on from this one, I guess we've talked about a little bit. Rock and or Steve Austin wrestling this year. It could be WrestleMania, it could be any other time this year. Which of them, if any, are wrestling?
I'll jump in ahead. I'll let Beans have a bit of time off on it. I'm gonna say yes to both.
Yes to both. I'm also saying yes to both, for what it's worth.
I think.
Where's the Austin thing coming from?
Well, he's the only one, if you think about it. Maybe The Rock as well, but he probably won't need to. Out of all of the old timers, if you like, he's the only one that hasn't taken the Saudi money yet. And I think that's where it'll. I think he's.
That'd be a real shame that when he did that match with Kevin Owens and everyone was like, "Wow, he did really well," and then, like a year and a half, 2 years later, he goes to a match in Saudi and ruins it all.
So what are you saying, Will?
Yes to both. Rock and Austin full wrestle.
Austin, yeah, because he did the Owens match and he was good. It's a historic milestone WrestleMania. Why the hell not? And yes to Rock too, because he's all over the place at the moment.
I'll go yes Rock, no Austin.
Only.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Smoot though. I'd love to see Austin have a match at WrestleMania, especially against CM Punk. But even I think that they might be just.
I would love to see that too.
Straws there, but
yeah.
And to be honest, it's one of them where you just wouldn't care about the match. Actually, it's just a promo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yours.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like again the other day of.
Sorry, I'm on
Can you say the alphabet backwards?
the.
Your ass,
And I guess then the next WrestleMania kind of, well, probably WrestleMania themed question. Roman Reigns, is he going to lose the belt in 2024? And if he does, whom will be the successor?
That's a good one. That's a good question.
Maybe they swerve us again, and Reigns just beats Rock, and that's
what I wanted actually. Yeah, we just go back into it. It's like, oh no, we'll do Cody next year. Oh, great.
So my prediction from earlier, I'm going to stick with it. Rock beats Reigns. I don't know that's going to be at WrestleMania, but he's the guy. He's going to do it.
I would kind of give my one for this one because I said he's gonna beat him. So yes, he will lose, and it'll be to The Rock.
Yeah, to The Rock. The XFL and UFL had like some sort of merger. I assume he has less responsibilities now, so it's somebody else's problem. So I'm gonna say yes to The Rock, and if he made that promo on Raw just now about how he wants to face the head of the table, it can only mean one thing.
I think it kind of sucks to have him go, whatever it is, nearly 4 years undefeated now.
Yeah.
And then have him lose to The Rock, of all people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that terrible CM Punk vibe about it. Well, it has when Rock came back and he just took the title off Punk when he had it for like a year and a half. And
See,
it
I don't
was
know.
like-
I look at it a different way. I think if you look at it that he's beating everyone else. He's beating everyone in WWE at the moment.
Kinda.
know,
I mean,
The only guy that can beat him is,
is
okay,
it
there's an argument that they're probably one of
dude
the
who
best
hasn't wrestled
superstars
for
ever.
20 years?
Yeah, and also it's one of them where, when it does end, you hope to God that it's in a match where it's not someone that's, a big name but may not be as good in the ring as they once was.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, for all we know, Rock's in ridiculous shape when you look at him physically, but that doesn't necessarily mean, as
You
we know
say
from...
that?
Oh,
He didn't look particularly. He didn't give Jinder a people's elbow on Raw, and he was knackered.
Yeah, he was out of breath like crazy. And I'm just flashing back to the John Cena match when, it was Rest Hold Central, weren't it?
Yeah.
It's a big frame to be carrying around, trying to do
was
the
gonna
things that he
say-
did when he was half the size.
He might be built like a brick shithouse, but he can't really move very well.
neither can a brick shit house, to be fair.
No, just, very true.
He's built like one and he moves like one. Reigns losing the belt. Beans, we're waiting on you. Will he lose the
sorry.
belt? And who will do it? You there?
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking at it and I just keep thinking of all the possibilities. For some reason, I'm deliberating on it like my life depends on it.
Yeah.
The Rock.
So he does lose and it's the Rock.
Steers put Roman loses to Cody at Mania and returns later in the year for a match with The Rock. I don't think we see Roman for months after Mania.
I agree with that bit.
Yeah.
I think Reigns could take a bit of time off. In fact, that might be the end of him as a full timer.
It's already
Well,
end
it's
of
already
him as a
exactly,
full-timer, isn't it?
exactly, yeah, right. It just sucks to give it to the Rock.
Yeah.
But how many times do we get to this point when they have someone who's quite strong and they just take the title off from the month before Mania?
Yeah, well, with Punk, it happened.
It happened with Punk. They did it with Kurt Angle back
They
in
did
the
it with
day.
Kevin
when
Owens. Yeah.
Kevin Owens dropped it for Goldberg. Yeah.
Kofi to Brock Lesnar,
Oh yeah, true.
just so that Cain
Could you
Velasquez can
imagine-
show up.
Yeah.
Oh my
You guys remember that? Jeez.
That didn't work.
Could you imagine
Oh,
though let's just say The Rock wins. Can you imagine the mainstream media attention they're gonna get?
I could.
Because that's gonna go astronomical. You think that they're gonna get Hollywood superstar The Rock returns to WWE and wins the Universal title?
Well, it's kind of
That'll be
like
all-
what he did in the past, isn't it? We've seen.
That'll be all over the
Did it
BBC.
then,
That.
didn't
Like for the BBC. All right.
That was. I would.
Speaking of Cody
BBC.
and speaking of BBC, that's a prediction. Speaking of Cody and Roman, later in the year, what's the main event of SummerSlam going to be?
The Rock versus Roman Reigns.
It's just going to be that all year. They're going to keep doing it.
Well, that's normally what happens, isn't it? They normally have a main event at WrestleMania and then they go back to it for the main event at SummerSlam.
That has happened, but I don't think Brock's sticking around. I'm not 100% that Reigns will be there.
You can have
either.
6 months off and come back in summer for a week.
SummerSlam main event.
SummerSlam main event. This is difficult now. We're looking quite
Yes.
far into the future with this one.
I'm gonna go CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes.
I did wonder that myself.
But I also wonder whether CM Punk's going to have a heel turn before that happens.
Yeah, see, I was thinking pretty much that same thing. Maybe Punk and Rhodes. But then I was wondering if Punk would still be around. Or if he would
Yeah,
do
that sounds
something to
awful,
fuck
doesn't it?
off
But it
with
does
that.
cross your mind. Will it have all gone wrong by then?
Yeah.
This is where you find out that he has a match with Steve Austin at WrestleMania, and he wins it, and then you hear something terrible happening backstage after the show finishes.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve Austin wanted to use real glass.
For his music, clearly.
Yeah. Kind of writes itself, this thing.
He'll come out the next day that Paul Levesque was fearing for his life.
He'd never say that. He would never admit that.
Austin's like, cry me a river.
He would say Punk
Shivering at the
threatened
press
me, and
conference.
it just wasn't believable.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my first thought was Punk versus Rhodes, but because I just have my doubts about Punk, I'm going with, I don't know where the belts are going to be. Alternate universe here. Cody Rhodes somehow is the champion. Somehow he's main eventing SummerSlam. Against, drumroll, Gunther. Gunther is going to be a big deal this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Man. Main event. And this is after WrestleMania, so that all the stuff is. If
The
Roman...
Rock stuff is probably finished. The
Yeah.
Roman stuff's probably finished. I think at this point would have had to have had a cash in.
Yeah. Oh,
So
maybe.
no Money in the Bank, or maybe new Money in the Bank shenanigans, but not
Maybe.
I was just going to say, yeah, you're probably up for a possibility of someone completely new involved in that case.
I'll say Damian Priest versus
Okay.
who would be the
Finn
champion?
Balor.
No, Rock. He gets the title off
That's
of
The
him.
Rock.
Yeah, he gets the title off of him. Huh.
You think
Okay,
this is
so
going to
like
last
Chris-
until SummerSlam?
Yeah, why not?
I think Rock might have to have a word with you about his movie schedule.
He doesn't look. Rock's not going to be on TV with the title for a little bit. He's just going to have it, and he's going to
What,
have it
until the
until.
summer?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
We've got
taking
the
Brock
same issue
Lesnar
now,
things
but-
to the new level, that. I mean,
Champion is
Say
never
that, though.
around.
Reigns
Finally getting-
pretty much done the same lately. He's had months where he hasn't been on TV.
Rock could face like Cody, or they could do CM Punk again with that. Revisit the arms are too short to box a god or whatever. But at the end of it, Damian Priest cashes in and gets the title off of The Rock. It's just a guess. It's a prediction.
okay.
No points are on the
all
line,
prediction.
Beans. What do you?
Well, I'm acting like there is.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
We should add points to this so that it could be factored into the prediction game. But I'm sure Chucks is like, no.
No. This is a different kind of points.
That could be very good, though.
Beans,
So
what do
only
you got?
left Beans. Who have you got?
Yeah,
Who's going to be
I'm thinking
top of the card in August?
maybe this is your CM Punk and Austin match.
It could be. I mean, this is kind of going to be going more or less head to head with All In. So they are going to want something big to not be completely overshadowed.
Yeah, go on. Punk and Austin, why not? Alright. Yeah.
Okay.
CM Punk versus Steve Austin at SummerSlam. That would be awesome. I'm all in.
That actually would
for
be
it,
pretty gnarly.
so to speak. Alright, I hope you've got some names ready in your head. because it's time to give me a lot of them. Think even further ahead than SummerSlam. Who is going to be in War Games this year? I'm assuming they're going to do War Games. Yeah, participants in War Games I've got here. I don't know if they're doing War Games. I assume they are. If not, they'll at least do a Survivor Series 5-on-5. So just pick 5 faces and 5 heels. We'll see what happens.
Authors of Pain.
AOP, good. Okay, good start.
With what's his McCall?
Carrying Cross.
With
That's
Cross,
the one.
yeah.
I don't think they'll put Ellering in the match, will they?
Unlikely.
Oh god.
So you've not thought this through at all, then? Let's give you
No.
time. Has anyone else got a list ready?
I was looking at the roster page earlier.
It's just gone into the same groans that I've done.
God damn it! It's
Look,
time to think.
Look, I had my hands full here. I was trying to get the background ready and everything. I go to the
It
roster
looks nice,
page.
it does, but-
Look, I go to the roster page and the fucking look at this shit. They still have the NXT tag team ladies still huge as fuck. Like, look at this. They still haven't fixed that.
They've still got Roman with 2 belts.
Roman with 2 belts.
And
The
if you
tag
scroll
champs with 2
down-
belts.
Scroll down here to, I think it's Rhea Ripley. I'm pretty sure it's Rhea Ripley. Oh god, I hope it's the same on yours.
Hold on, yeah, over here.
No, down to her, like where you know,
hold
in the
on.
alphabetical list.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. What the hell? There was someone who. Oh man, I'm gonna have to show you on mine now. Shit.
I mean, they're even being heightist there on EO Sky on that top bit. What's the top bit?
By the way, Michael Cole here looks deranged. He looks absolutely deranged in his little. I don't know why. So you said Authors of Pain, Beans. You said that's with Karrion Kross and
Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross, and I need another heel.
So you don't have this on yours? This is. Damn it! Right. So here is a screen grab of what it looks like on mine.
I know I don't have that.
What the hell?
Here, let me put this on this side
Still
here.
got his
Hold on.
spawn taps
Oh shit! Sorry. There. What is this?
What the hell is going on there?
Somebody copy and pasted the wrong thing, I guess. I don't know.
there.
Why it's not like that on yours?
Maybe it's a caching issue on your browser. I don't know. Oops. Sorry, hit the wrong thing there. Went back to Michael Cole looking crazy. So Authors of Pain, Karrion Kross. Who else? Beans.
I'm trying to think of heels.
My God.
They might not be heels by August. Anything can happen.
No, but I've got some faces, but I haven't got heels.
Okay, well, skip them for now then. Who are your faces?
Bobby Lashley,
Ashley, nice.
and Street Profits.
Street Profits, yeah, okay.
So that's 3 on 3.
I was considering splitting up the Street Profits, maybe having Ford going heel or something.
And then I'm thinking more of a main event like situation that kind of gets involved in it.
Yeah. There should be some big names in there.
So you could have Cody Rhodes with Lashley and the Street Profits,
Okay, I'll stick Rhodes in there. Nice, you need one more.
and Seth Rollins.
And Rollins. That's a pretty solid team, I like that. So
And on
now
the
you need a heel
heel
side.
side,
2 more big names.
I would say. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus, that's a big pick.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm also saying
and
he's
he's
a
on the
heel.
heel side.
Damien
Ultimate
Priest
heel
and Finn Balor. That's how bad my.
Mr. Balor, okay. That looks like a half-decent match. I don't mind that. Anyone else want to have a crack at this one?
Golly. Fucking hell.
Will, you got anything?
I'll
Well,
pass.
the first team, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad that everyone else is struggling a little bit. John,
It's a
have you
tough one.
got some?
Yeah, of course I do. This is my game. I've thought this through. I was, I mean, it's very rushed and scrambled together, but I agree with you, Beans. There's going to be some big names in there. I've gone with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes as the big names on the face side, along with Jey Uso, because Jey Uso's always in it. I've then got a face-turned Ludwig Kaiser and a called-up Carmelo Hayes.
All right, you're gonna have to repeat these names here for me.
Yeah. Rhodes, Punk, Kaiser, Hayes, and Jay. And on the heel side, because Ludwig Kaiser has only just turned face, we've got Gunther and Vinci. We've got Nakamura and Bronson Reed. And a WrestleMania call-up, Bron Breakker. He's going to be called up. He's going to be involved in some big things. And hopefully they take away one of his Ks, because it's stupid having 2 Ks in Breakker.
For real.
Well, I've got. I don't know really who's heel and face in this, but we'll go with it anyway.
Could be anything, yeah.
Yeah, it could be anyone. So Nakamura, Kaiser, and Vinci as the Kaiser and Vinci still a team in my world.
Okay.
And Grayson Waller.
Okay, so Gunther.
Right. Have you got
No,
Gunther in there?
No, Nakamura,
No.
Kaiser, Vinci, and Waller.
And another one, or is that just a 4-man?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, sorry, I missed Gunther out as well. Sorry, Gunther as well.
You're killing me.
Is that
You're killing me
whole-
here.
The whole group.
Sorry, yeah, I should have said okay. Sorry. I'm trying to work it out. I'm bad, man. My bad.
Okay. So Imperium's still together. They got Nakamura and Waller.
Against Camper and Gargano, or DIY.
Oh, nice. Okay, I like that.
With The Miz,
Like that.
CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes.
Okay, so
I'm actually
what's your
else is
fifth?
here?
What was your
What's going
fifth heel? Because I only got 4 here.
If you got him,
Vinci.
Oh, Vinci,
Vinci.
whoever that is.
The other Imperium guy.
Oh, okay.
the one who got knocked out.
Oh, it's
this week.
it's Vici, not Vinci, right? I'm thinking of Da Vinci.
No, it's Vinci.
Is it
Giovanni
Vinci?
Vinci.
Vinci, not Vici.
You doubt myself.
Okay.
It's Vinci.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's have. Okay. Let me shrink this down to.
It should be. His name should be Vinny V. Di Vici. That's actually his name.
Exactly.
That's phenomenal. How has no one done that before?
Let's do Punk,
That'll be his catchphrase.
Rollins.
Oh, God. Tony, TK, sign me.
Cody,
Vinny beat Vici, that's
Miz.
I was gonna say, Smoot's about to write some random shit in his mix
Yeet.
when you keep saying names.
Yeet Uso versus.
Which one's the yeet and which one's the no yeet? That's Jay, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Versus Logan Paul. I don't know, fucking. Balor. Dominic. Christ.
You picking price as well?
Jesus H. Christ.
Jesus H.
Big
Jesus.
Who the Jimmy Uso
Big E.
Not the other Russo.
and
I don't want
I'll put Gunther in there for the hell of it. Why not?
We're gonna pick Leaky Roman, head of the table. It's to the point where you can't read any writing in the box.
All right.
Okay, we are roughly about halfway there. So, this is a quick one. Let's do a nice quick one. Is this finally the year we get the big announcement of WrestleMania in the UK?
God, I really
No.
don't read all these questions.
No?
No.
No announcement for WrestleMania UK.
I'm gonna go one further on that, and I'm thinking, judging by the current calendar,
No! How can you go further than no?
Oh,
Fuck
so
no.
sorry.
In fact, they will announce that they're never coming to the UK.
well, I don't think we're getting a UK event this year,
Wow.
which would
Okay.
be very surprising, but I think they would have announced it by now. I honestly thought Money in the Bank was coming again, but they announced that's going to Toronto. So, I
UK
don't
event,
see...
That's a little extra. I like that. Cool.
It's a little saying no. Chucks.
I've got
Well,
yes
sorry.
written down here, but no.
Let me just clarify, by event, I mean PLE, that you might do like a
Right.
house show tour, but
I might shot you with mine.
Oh
No.
no. Okay.
I could have sworn. What didn't we have like a bet or something? By
Yeah.
Well,
Beans
That's
owes me £300, and at this point,
speaking of the bet, we'll do double or nothing, right?
what about Double or Nothing? You think Double or Nothing's
that-
going to be in the UK?
Double or Nothing's not going to be in the UK.
that's not gonna be the again. That's gonna be a
Yeah.
Vegas show. Was the
I think that we will, however, have a WrestleMania in the UK before WrestleMania 45.
Ah, you're giving yourself a lot of time.
that's no. I think you're on. You no. Sorry, Beans, but no.
I mean,
Would you bet on that?
I would
would.
actually, yeah. I
Would you?
you don't
If you
think
can
that we're getting one in the next 5 years?
No.
Wow.
I
I'll
think
go
these
no.
type of things. I think they've already got them mapped out.
Actually-
they know where they're going.
Well, they do normally a couple of years ahead, don't they?
2 or 3, yeah.
No.
That's what I mean. So I'm thinking 5 years. They've got a couple of years to play with, and they've already had someone on TV basically tease it.
But I don't know that they've announced where they are yet, have they? After this
Well,
one?
they did the ones up to the last 3 were all announced at the same time, weren't they? But I think that was largely because of the pandemic stuff and the,
Yeah.
Well, they had to shuffle
like the
it all
fallout
over, yeah.
stuff of it.
I
Because
think
obviously
there's
they-
talk Minnesota is going to be next year. I think I've seen that.
Philadelphia this year, yeah, and then maybe Minnesota. So yeah, they haven't announced anything as of, after this one.
So you got 42, 43, 44, 45. So you got, you got a few chances there.
I just can't. If I know we've had this discussion before, and I know you said there's going to be a quick one, so I just can't see, since it's now become a thing to bid on by the cities. I just can't see. It's going to be London in it. To be honest, I just can't see London
Probably.
getting involved in it. I hope I'm wrong. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think.
I think that you got to remember as well, All In's coming back, so it's not like it's an uncommon thing for London to get involved in.
That's only coming back because AEW wanted to. Do you know what I mean? It's not. They haven't been invited. If you like.
I don't know what you mean, Will.
Was Taylor Swift invited?
Well, I suppose not.
I don't know. They've done 2 actual pay-per-views now in the UK, Cardiff and London, and they were both successful as far as I know. AEW was super successful there, so I kind of think that they want to do it. I think Beans might actually be right that it might be before 45, and if it is, all they have to do is announce it this year. They only have to. It could be WrestleMania 45, and they could say, "Hey, 5 years from now, we're coming to London. You know, buy your tickets whenever. Get ready. Book Airbnb." They only have to announce it. You know, so that's why I'm going yes on this one.
Okay.
I would absolutely love it, and I would be quite happy for them to forego us having a pay-per-view in 2024 if they gave us the 2025 Rumble.
The Rumble, okay.
I just think that they've done Money in the Bank,
Yeah.
obviously. They've seen the All-In thing, so I do think that there's a chance of something like a SummerSlam coming up or a Survivor Series coming over here.
I think that's more
And
likely
then I
than
think
Mania.
and then I think you would lead into a possible Mania then, because you kind of had that step of it.
You imagine them doing SummerSlam here, the biggest party of the summer with our weather.
Hammering it down and
Yeah.
move it to Wembley Arena instead.
You know what they could do, because they're big on, like, landmarks and stuff. They could do the Rumble here. This just occurred to me now. They could do the Rumble, but instead of having the buzzer, they could have Big Ben
Yeah.
bang.
I thought you were going to say that they'd have the match on Adrian's wall and they'd have to throw him over it.
You could have Big Ben doing the bong.
Yeah, it's quite good. I can see him doing it.
And,
Yeah.
Everyone just keeps thinking, oh, it's news at 10.
Every
what would be
2
perfect?
minutes.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble in, the home of royalty.
It would be the Royalist Rumble.
It really would. That is
It'd be
a very
great,
good
it'd be
shout.
great just for a Rumble.
It's the Royalist Royal Rumble. I love it.
And everyone in it has to be a Royalist as well.
And also the special guest ring announcer for it at the beginning that announces who comes out number 1 and 2 has to be Trevor McDonald.
They have done silly things like that before.
Yeah, they have.
It's completely out of the possibility.
Live.
Sir Trevor McDonald, actually.
There'd be some random UK celebrity no one's ever heard of outside of England.
Probably be Stephen Mulhern. He'd be such a great
Oh
fit
my
in WWE.
God.
He's on everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley Walsh.
Bradley Walsh is too spicy. He makes some funny jokes occasionally.
Anthem Deck, for God's sake.
It could be Ant and Deck. They just put them on the stage as set design.
Yeah, give him my eyes for everyone that comes out.
All right. Bold prediction time, and I want the boldest predictions you've got for. Will there be this year any big jumps between WWE and AEW?
Ooh.
Last year we saw Edge. That was pretty big.
Last year we saw CM Punk.
Last year we saw CM Punk going the other way. That was big.
Jade Cargill.
Jade, yeah.
Kinda. She hasn't
She's not
shown
done
up yet,
anything yet,
but
yeah.
yes, in fact, yeah.
Well, I saw her in a
big.
limo that time.
Okay, I'm gonna say what everyone's thinking.
Go on.
And it probably won't happen, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna say yes. MJF.
Bidding war.
Yeah, that seems like a strong contender, actually.
That's very much.
I thought he'd already re-signed it.
No, he doesn't have a roster page on. He's not on the
Yeah,
roster.
he's been taken off.
Yeah.
It was the 1st of Jan when it
Here.
was
Although apparently, I don't know what happened, but when he walked out of AW and called Tony Khan a fucking mark on TV.
Yeah.
Apparently they did the same then. They took him off the page then. Shut up.
Yeah. See, I think this is the kind of thing they would do just to sell an angle.
Yeah.
Where's Mike Santana, by the way? He came back and he was something, and now he's just gone.
By the way, quick side note while you're on the website there. I was looking at AW site the other day, and they've made a massive improvement to the last time I looked at it. There's actually things on it now, like results and stuff, and previews and shows and stuff.
What the hell was on it before?
Nothing. It was
Nothing.
just
Yeah.
linked to tickets to buy tickets to events.
But isn't this one the one that has like the really unprofessional written write-ups of recaps and stuff?
I don't
WWE.
know.
It just yeah, no, they kind of suck. But it seems like it's just from some kid's website, and everything's written with like exclamation marks. And,
Yeah, they
Yeah,
still
there
have
you
that.
That's right.
yeah, MJF.
That's a good one.
bold prediction. See, I've got, and this is stupid, and I'm definitely wrong. I've got the Young Bucks going to WWE.
What the? I know you said bold is the bull, but jeez, I know what Smoot's picking now.
I'll go with yes, John Cena.
Knew it.
John Cena.
I've got a bit of a mad one actually, and I don't know if it even can happen, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway. I'm gonna say Edge goes back to WWE.
Comes out and everyone's like, hey, fine.
He's gonna realise at some point in the next couple of months he's gonna realise it's made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, that fucking
Got to
pow-
AEW, he's
that
put
power
Christian
bomb
over.
spot.
It's time to go back.
What if Christian came back to WWE?
That powerbomb spot with Nick Wayne was so fucking awful. Didn't even put him through it.
My kind of half serious one, and I say serious, I don't know how feasible. I think I would like to see Aleister Black WWE again.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so that's. It's
How
not
else-
the
Kind of
biggest one, but
semi-serious
that's
because I've not seen anything to do with him on AEW, and I don't know whether he's been.
Here's another one. We talked last week a little bit about guys like Rusev and Andrade, who they have on the roster, and they're obviously good roster guys. They're good to have around, but they're not really doing anything with them. And Aleister
Sorry,
Black
I'm just-
definitely one of those guys.
I've just read the chat on the comments from the Royal Rumble in the UK. They were saying about Big Ben doing the countdown. He suggested that it's the Alan Partridge. Aha!
Yeah.
Now that's a ring announcer I would pay to see.
The ring announcer introduces everyone as knowing me, knowing you.
This is going to be the greatest Royal Rumble that'll never happen. And he's also put on Sean Spears back to WWE, which
I
seems
was
like
just
a
gonna
lot
say-
likely.
That seems very likely because apparently his last tweet basically said he was thanking everyone in AEW.
Yeah.
And I believe he ended it with an X, which I believe is 10.
It is, yeah. It's also
So,
the website that you posted it on.
Well, it is, yeah.
I never
So-
thought Twitter's now called 10.
10.
I think I'm even going to go as far and say he's going to be number 10 in the Rumble.
Again, that would be the third
Yeah.
time they've done that. But yeah,
He's got really
yeah,
good luck,
very-
hasn't he, at picking this number? You should do lottery, definitely.
Do the lottery and it's just 10 6 times.
You
10,
can't pick
10.
10 6 times, Sean.
Yeah, I quite like the Aleister Black one. He's in a feud right now with FTR, where for some reason he wants FTR to join his faction. He insists that they are their family. The House of Black is the FTR's family, and he wants to steal Dax Harwood away from his real family, and it just makes no sense, and I don't know why he's doing it. And I can kind of feel when he does his promos that he knows it's stupid. It's yeah.
Speaking of family, isn't he married or he's with Zelina Vega?
Yeah.
She just
So-
signed a contract.
That could be, maybe he might want to go back and work with his wife. Are they married? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they are. That's true. But instead, she's probably going to go back with Andrade, who is probably on the way there right now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we are kind of veering into the veer. Veer could go to that'd be. We're veering into the AEW side. I am assuming we're all going to be at All In again. I hope we are.
Not me.
I will be. Come on over.
Yeah.
Well, when we are there,
Some competitions, I'm sure there will be some.
Yeah. When we're there in Wembley, watching a great historic wrestling show, what will the attendance number be announced as?
Oh, for God's sake.
Last year it was 81,000. Are they going to hit that again? Are they going to beat it?
They'll go about 500 over whatever the
Are we-
last one was.
Are we talking official numbers or what Tony Khan
No,
thinks it
just
is?
the announced one. The announced number. the gimmick number.
Yeah, they'll probably. Well, they'll probably say they'll beat it, won't they? They look good.
They will beat it. They'll have John Cena at main event.
Well, yeah, exactly.
They've put the
I'm
stage on
waiting
the
for-
other side now to give themselves more seats to fill.
Yeah. I'll go 84,000.
4,000.
34,000?
3. Yeah.
All In's the Wembley show, right?
34.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's pretty big, people.
Well, it can hold 92 for football, so it's
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
If it was WWE at WrestleMania at Wembley, I'd be expecting them to try and hit the 100,000 mark.
Yeah.
You lock it in with 34,000, though.
80.
No.
Oh, 84. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
It's half off, 3/4.
Wait a minute.
Wembley Stadium.
Then there'll be loads of empty seats because they'll have to release a statement saying they run out of tarp.
Not enough tarp in London.
I'll make a slight amendment to that. 84,003.
What was the one for last year?
81 and
81.
30.
30 something, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, look at the number here.
So if they don't sell out enough tickets, they have to move it to Craven Cottage.
Craven Cottage. You just picked the oldest one that you could have there, didn't you?
No,
Oh.
I picked the one that he owns.
Oh God, right? Yeah, sorry, I didn't think of that. Aspect.
I'll go
Craven
82,000.
Cottage.
We are live at WrestleMania from Craven Cottage. The historic Craven Cottage.
82,011.
Yes, those are pillars blocking fans' views, but don't worry,
In the shadow
We
of
put up-
Wembley.
we've put up some CCTV monitors around so they can watch it on the screen. They've been bolted to the walls.
I've
82,011.
just got this image now of a CCTV guy
Like
sitting monitors to the
2011.
side and saying, there isn't any plug sockets. I have a blackout, Craven Cottage. I'm going to say about 500 people more than what they did on the last one. I don't think they'll have to go more.
Oh my god.
I'll
Yeah,
say
give us a number. Give us a number.
81,500.
I'm invoking
Yeah,
the give us a number rule.
81,503.
503. Nice.
Okay. Chucks.
Yeah, maybe you're all right. They're going to want to just outdo themselves. I kind of think the interest is going to be down, and I'm going to go with 78,000.
You really think they're going to announce that?
Well, yeah,
Do you really want that plastered all over the screen?
It's
That
still
was-
a big number,
Ain't really big
Um,
people.
and there's only so much they can lie, you know?
Yeah.
If there's only 60,000 people in the building, they can't really say it's 85,000. They might be able to say it's 78,000.
That's why they're gonna fudge it a little. That's why I said 82.
Yeah, they will. Of course they will.
Maybe
Well,
they don't.
they did last
Go and see. If you'd have signed John Cena, we would have sold that place out.
Maybe they don't announce a number at all. Maybe there was some people at All In.
They'll do the usual things of like around 80,000 fans will say something like that. It'd be really vague.
By the way, Schmidt, I appreciated the Price is Right music there.
Thank you. It's the jazzy upscale version of it. Price is
And
right at
you'll all
night.
lose if you've predicted over the number
That's right.
Yeah.
closest without going over. So I'm winning this one definitely.
I'm tempted to look up the full attendance capacity at Craven Cottage.
it's got to be closer to 60, isn't it?
They've just done a new stand. haven't
Craven
they?
Cottage?
Yeah. What?
Oh,
It's a
closer
Premier
to your
League-
prediction of 60. I thought you meant that you thought Craven Cottage could hold 60,000.
Well, I mean, for wrestling, but yeah, is it not?
They've just finished a new stand.
How
haven't they?
small is it?
They've had the main stand just all rebuilt.
Oh, it's still
Okay, so
not
that
gonna
could-
be more than
No,
25,000.
shut. No, you're right. It's 22,000. Apparently, the record attendance is 50,000 somehow, but the capacity is 20.
Standing fans and everyone breathing,
Standing.
which isn't a good thing.
Everyone's squishing in before there were fire regulations. No, I've drastically overestimated Craven Cottage. I thought pretty much all of the major Premier League stadiums, like the established
Chucks, the clues
50,
in the
60.
title, cottage.
I know there's a cottage in the corner, but I don't think they were like a League One side. I'm pretty sure our Bristol Rovers Colts
It's
were
like one of the oldest like stadiums going. It's like,
crappiest stadiums, yeah.
I mean, for God's sake, whenever they come out of the corner, it's like the car park, and you can see all houses in between the flaming thing as they come out.
Yeah,
Every
but
time,
the
it's
one-
like,
the
my
one-
God, this
the-
is the best league in the world, and they're still doing it here.
But like Will says, they've just finished a new stand, like on the camera side, so you never see it. It's actually a lot
Yeah.
bigger than the one that you do see. And apparently they couldn't open it for a while because they didn't know if it was safe for people.
Yeah, it
to
wasn't finished. Funnily enough, and I'm going way off on a tangent here, but it was the same structure that is building the new stand at Anfield,
Oh,
and they went bust.
great.
So they couldn't finish it. They've had to get a new company involved to finish it.
Well,
So yeah, there you go.
that's not great. Here's a question for you. We've just seen a new AEW champion. Joey Samoa has climbed the mountain again.
So glad they referenced that.
Who else? Yeah, MJF announced it. It's great. Who else in 2024 will win the AEW World Championship? It could just be one. It could be no one. It could be three. Just names of any 2024 AEW World Champions.
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole, baby. That's a pretty good shout. I like
That's a
that.
good shout, yeah.
Swerve Strickland for me.
Yeah, that's a good one as well.
Oh, stealing
Who
my
did you
answers
say,
now.
sorry?
It's Swerve,
Oh,
Swerve Strickland.
Yeah.
I've got 2. I think Swerve is
play?
winning it, and I think Edge is winning it.
That's a fucking TNA move. I'm sorry.
Not in that order. Probably.
Do you think is Sting
Ed-
gonna win it?
No.
No. He's got no times.
He's got another show, hasn't he? Or another 2 shows.
I don't think Sting's beaten Samoa Joe.
No.
It's not TNA 20 years ago.
It
nearly is, but it's-
final match.
I think maybe Edge beats Samoa Joe and then Swerve beats Edge.
I want to go for a little bit of an out there pick now. I'm going for Will Ospreay.
Ah.
That's not an out there pick, is it? I'd
Well-
say that was pretty safe. That's a pretty
It's
decent
not even in the
shout,
company just yet.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't like.
So you're all just going for the 1?
that.
Uh,
I'd say Will Ospreay as well as Adam Cole. See him having a good
oh my god.
Adam Cole beats Samoa Joe. Will Ospreay beats
Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Cole.
As Swerve winning and holding it till the end of the year.
I'm not sure when he wins it, but yeah, he'll probably hold on to it till the end of the year.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I like those. I think that's all believable. Oh man, I shouldn't have done this one. This is going to take forever again. Who will be the participants in the Stadium Stampede match? Assuming that there is one.
Oh, Jesus.
We're doing this 5-on-5.
Well, is that one where they all just like run around the Wembley?
Yeah, basically.
Well, John Moxley.
If it helps, this is usually there's usually a faction involved. Like the Elite have done some, the Inner Circle did one, the BCC did one, the Best Friends were in one. So more than likely. So I've got the Undisputed Kingdom in mind. There's 5 guys in there. Probably going to be those 5.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I haven't got foggiest, but I'd say John Moxley and the other guy.
The other guy, Brian
Yeah.
Danielson.
No, the one that he always likes fighting with.
Eddie Kingston.
That's the one, Eddie Kings.
But not Claudio or is Wheeler you?
I'm undecided on them.
It's not whether or not you like them.
I have secret hopes that Cesaro might show back up in WWE, but
Yeah. He's doing better now.
I couldn't tell you everyone, but I think you're right with Undisputed Kingdom.
So... Oh, I just wrote Undisputed Kingston there. So, pick 5 babyfaces for them to have a match with.
Yeah. MJF.
Oh, you think MJF is going the other way? Alright. MJF.
Cassidy.
Cassidy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can go hardcore.
Sure.
Jericho.
Okay, and where Jericho
Still gonna
goes,
be
Sammy
there?
Guevara usually follows.
I was going to say Guevara.
And you've got space for one more.
Um,
Probably.
Hangman.
We've got a little crossover in our predictions here. Nice. So I've got Undisputed Kingdom versus MJF and Adam Page. So we're nearly there. I've got them being joined by FTR.
Hold on. Undisputed Era and Page, you said?
No, just Undisputed Kingdom. That's one side because there's 5 of them.
Okay.
Versus MJF, Adam Page, FTR, and Luchasaurus. Because at some point, he's got to stand up to Christian, hasn't he?
I guess. And Will, who did you
Take his name back.
Who did you say was going against the MJF group there?
Same as Chuck, Undisputed King.
Okay. Alright, I'll go Undisputed Kingdom as well. Pick the... Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess Jericho's technically a face, right? Even though he's got those fucking...
For now.
For now, until he's like fired from the company for the sexual assault allegations or whatever. Or whatever Nick Houseman's trying to pin him with. Allegedly, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Brian Daniels gonna find him.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't put Blood and Guts on here, because I probably would have. Well.
It could be Blood and Guts, that's true.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, they're gonna do a big 5-on-5 hardcore something, aren't they? So,
It should be like participants of a big 5-on-5 match.
basically.
I don't think. I guess it would be MJF, right? Oh,
If
that
he's
would
not
be
going to
so.
WWE.
No, it can't be him. No, because he's jumping ship.
You didn't say that. Will said it, and he's.
I
gone
did.
ahead.
I did. I'm
Did
saying.
You said Cena.
Yes, and I added MJF too. I was like, fuck
Okay,
it.
Cena and MJF. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'll add both.
On Cena and swapped for MJF.
Yeah.
It's a good deal for
Well,
WWE.
shouldn't Cena be in the match then, Smith?
Yeah, you're
It
right.
could
You know
be.
what? Yeah, Cena,
We got Chris Jericho, John Cena.
Jericho,
Main event, I want the spot where I throw some bottles at people in the aisle.
Guevara.
Jericho, Cena, Guevara, Big Show.
It's no more BS, pal. No, they like Will Hobbs killed off Paul White or whatever. And yeah, FTR. Why not? Sure, fuck it. I don't know what any of them have to do with. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Because you've got John Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
I'm changing. Undisputed Kingdom, because I have absolutely no idea who they are, and there's a full team of them, so that suits me.
It helps.
And on the face side, I'm going to go with Hangman,
Okay.
FTR, and
Seeing,
Edge and Christian.
Edge and
Yep.
Excellent. I love it.
Christian's gonna have a good, like, conscience in 2024.
You know,
Reunite.
because everyone's getting old now, I kind of think they should, whatever it takes, just have him do that. He suddenly has a conscience, whatever. Edge and Christian have to get back together. They've got the Hardys in the company right now. And it
Yeah, they're
can't
doing
be
nothing
that
with
difficult
Hardys.
to get the Dudleys in, surely. Is Devon with WWE or is he with...
He's
Yeah,
an
but
agent.
Don't you want to have a match where someone doesn't, like, seriously threaten their own life in the middle of it?
No, I don't care. I just want to see it happening. We've got
Wow.
The Rock and Steve Austin coming back for WrestleMania. I want TLC, whatever it would be now.
Oh my god, that is frightening prospect.
Devon is actually doing
TLC
it apparently.
16 with an average age of
Devon.
55.
Yeah, he's an agent, producer, whatever they call it.
God damn it, Devon. Okay, I'll
Still an
take...
agent, or did he? I thought he left. Or...
I think he's still there. Like,
How about Terrence and Terrell? Where are they? Or I'll take Bully Ray and Spike. That'll do.
Spike is still alive.
Yeah.
Probably the
Okay.
LG's out of all of them.
He's still alive. He's
Well, I'm-
53 now. I can't.
I know he was a little guy, but he always looked old.
Yeah, they did always look kind of. Yeah. All right, cool. Good work on those.
Do you say little guy these days? I don't know.
I think that's the preferred term. Right. Well, I've never understood it. Casino
I've always
Battle
liked
Royale.
vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged.
Sorry. What? Carry on.
You should be. Assuming they do a Casino Battle Royale, they didn't in 2023. But assuming they do, who's going to be the Joker? That they do the 4 groups of however many, 4 groups of 5, I guess, and then one last entrant, and usually it's someone from outside the company, or maybe a big return, or someone a bit of a surprise. Who's the Joker in the Casino Battle Royale this year?
John Cena.
John Cena. That's a good one. Make a hell of a Joker.
Yeah, I'll go with that. John Cena.
Sting and his Joker gimmick.
No, he's done after Revolution.
Yeah, he might come back.
He'll come back. He misses it. He's got the itch.
I'm not going to go slightly more realistic.
Never retire.
Forgot his real name, but I'm gonna go with Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
That's a good one.
That's a good pick. I like that. He showed up in New Japan recently.
He did.
With his brother, which is great. So they walked out together, but the camera completely just focused on Dolph Ziggler and left Ryan off to the side. Gosh, it's just cut right out. The Ziggler boys. I've got Jack Perry.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Jack.
okay.
I'll come back at some point. He's not the
now.
devil.
Why would he be the Joker?
Because he's been out. He's
Cry me a river.
Yeah, he's been crying a river since the Punk thing.
Oh, has he?
There was he's been out since August, I guess. Suspended. And
I didn't know
there was a lot of speculation that maybe he would be the devil who's been haunting MJF. That turned out to be Adam Cole, so...
that. He'll turn
What's
up in the
happened,
Rumble when Punk's in the ring on his own.
Then we get... Oh. That'd be amazing. That'd be such a great troll as well if it's not him. Let's just do it anyway. Okay, we're down to two more predictions. We can get out of here. The big one that we're all wondering: will this finally be the year where Keith Lee gets his match against Swerve Strickland? Or do we have to wait another
Yes.
year?
I'm going to say no.
I'm gonna say no as well.
I think Swerve will have moved on to bigger and better things by that point.
What's bigger and better than Keith Lee?
Well, he's injured.
Keith
isn't
Lee's
he?
dad.
So-
Keith Lee's dad.
Mr. Lee. Sure, okay. Keith Lee Sr. I've got no, FFS. Right, so let's now move on to...
Hold on. Okay, forget no. I want to do one from the chat that Stay gave us a good one here. Hold on, let me get this set up here. It was basically, will Vince McMahon still be employed under the WWE Endeavor
Still be working for
TKO
Endeavor,
umbrella?
TKO.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
By the end of the year.
I'm gonna say no.
Hold on. I gotta type it. Hold on.
Sorry.
I'm one
sorry.
man. Will, hold on.
I did say a couple of weeks ago, I think he's sooner or later they're gonna vote him off the board.
And then he'll be the Joker.
Yeah. Then he'll show up on Dynamite.
One sec here.
What's in K Wall Street doing in the Diamonds? No, he's barely employed now, right? He's kind of just
he's
there.
got no say.
Yeah. So
Left of the paycheck.
Okay, there we go.
maybe he just stays on in that kind
There
of.
it is. Will, you said no, right?
Yeah.
I will say. I'll also say no. How about that?
He's going to retire.
No, I didn't say that.
No, he's not retiring. He'll get forced out.
Didn't say that. Yeah, no.
Does he need to be forced out? What
Probably.
do they gain from that? Just not paying him. Just fire the guy.
Well, I keep forgetting his name. The guy who's in charge of Endeavour.
Ari.
That's the one. He said when they were talking about it a few months ago, it made quite a lot of news. That when it was announced that he was coming back to the board, the share price went down.
Yeah.
And he said there's only one reason for that. It was nothing to do with the product or anything like that. One reason was that Vince was on the board. So he already knows he's a liability.
True.
So,
But then why is he still there now then?
he's probably still got some support on the board. You know what boards are like. It wouldn't surprise me if there's still some people who still want him there.
Yeah, and I don't know that they're leaving anytime soon. So I'm going to go with yes. But it'll be in much the same position he's in now. He's not coming back to write the show or anything. He's gonna be there, kind of figurehead, whatever. Unfortunate though.
Yeah, I agree with Chucks. I think he's just kind of kept quiet in the background for the time being.
He'll sit on the board, maybe. Just be there. All right. In which case, I'm gonna make the move super quickly.
So wait, you said no, Chucks?
I said yes. Me and Beanspud said yes.
Okay.
Not Laura Mipson.
Not Laura Mipson, that's right.
There you go.
Steve in the chat saying Nick Khan takes Vince's job, which is
Yeah, I can see it.
That's a pretty bold prediction.
It's a pretty damn bold prediction.
There's also a very grim prediction there as well.
Yeah.
I know at this point. What the hell?
You want me to say it?
Yeah, go for it. I don't care.
Oh, right. Is that going to be your bold prediction?
Vince croaks?
Because it is a possibility.
No, I was saying
That's not what you think.
No, I was saying that Steve's got a very grim prediction in the thing. I weren't going to pick that myself.
Oh, so, yeah, but that was what it was, right? Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, I didn't see that.
He wasn't going to be on the board because, unfortunately, he won't be with us anymore.
He was forced out, but not by
Grim Reaper.
My God.
by God himself.
God got his
God
revenge.
finally gets his revenge.
Just sitting there in the room one day, writing some notes on his paperwork. The light goes out, and then that spotlight just shines down on him, and he's like,
the door
"Oh,
opens
shit."
and the spotlight walks in. The voice says, "Vince, I'm here to get my win back."
Time to go, Vinny.
Loser leaves Earth.
Taxi for Vince.
Exploded. So, bold
God.
predictions here. This can be anything. Make it as big and bold as you can. As big and bold as Big Show.
I'm going with mine. John Cena will be on AEW television
I've already done that though.
in
Yeah,
some
not in a side-by-side.
capacity. Right.
A sensible choice.
Right, and on the right side of a side-by-side break, and not in a commercial.
So,
Hold on one sec. No.
you're really limiting.
Huh?
I
It's not
think
just
also
Cena shows up.
make it
He has to show up
specific by
and be
saying he has to
featuring
be
an
the AEW champion at the same time.
There you go.
I'm going to be generous and phrase that as John Cena will appear on AEW TV.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
will be
stipulate
the
he
year.
has to be on during an ad break in
This
a
will be the year.
side-by-side. Okay. It's good. It's good. It's bold. At least it's got a bold spot. So I will take it. Beans, Will, you got anything?
Bold predictions.
Yes. Hoping someone's gonna say there's gonna be a hair versus hair match.
Why?
Because that would be a bold prediction.
I got that off the last one. You didn't even shoehorn it into this bit as well.
Oh yeah, no, I want all of the predictions to be about people that don't have hair.
Oh, that's bald.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like a tooth. Can't do both.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna word this.
It's gonna be a good prediction if you don't. If there's words that you can't allowed to say.
No, it's not even that. TNA is either. I don't know. Hang on. TNA is bought out by WWE.
Okay.
What?
WWE buys
Struggling to think how
TNA.
to word that.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say whether they went out of business or something. Yeah, I was overthinking it really.
That's a good one. They've wanted to do that before.
Real quick though, hold on. I think it's a good time to check in. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, we still have it. Yeah, see, still.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you change your logo? Tom?
No, I did not. I need to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Excellent. I'm glad that's still around.
I've got another one actually as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Raw will move network. That's not really a prediction. The prediction is that it
Sorry.
will go back to 2 hours.
No way. That would be amazing.
What you were going to say then that it was going to move from Monday night?
Well, that's been discussed apparently.
Tuesday Night Raw.
You're saying that apparently it's the story that came out when SmackDown's gone to the USA, isn't it? As of I think it's next year. SmackDown's going to USA, so Raw won't be on USA Network. And the report I've read is that apparently the company are open to moving nights, just depending on where they can get it to go.
Mind you, it's not like, apart from someone coming out at the beginning and shouting Monday Night Raw, it doesn't actually have anything
but
listed
it
on it as Monday.
would be a pretty big move, wouldn't it? You know, it's been Monday since it started.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I mean, the longest episode.
Yeah. As long as they don't have to call it Raw Live like they did with SmackDown for 3 years.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I like both of those. WWE buys TNA. Raw goes back to 2 hours.
There's one extra one to that as well, because the it's moving network.
Yeah.
There is a bit of a rumour that it could actually end up on TNT.
Yeah. So you want to put Raw as on TNT?
Yeah. Raw goes to TNT and it's 2 hours.
I was on TNT. Wow. Explosive.
I like that. Oops, sorry. 3 guys.
It's- It kind of goes without saying, but if that did happen, they'd obviously have to get rid of AW. But
Maybe. We'll see. Chucks. Or rather, yeah, Beans, what do you got? Hold on.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
pretty up Chuck's spot.
Is there a particular reason why I've just been
Because Chucks is
thrown out of the
prepared
main
for
event
this.
spot of answering?
Chucks is prepared for this. This is his game. It's the finale here. He's probably got something really good, well put down already. How about you?
Mine's gonna be shit. Yeah, I get it.
It's not the most interesting, but I don't know. I think it would be a big move if it were to happen.
I'm going to say that The Undertaker will wrestle in 2024
Christ.
in
Yeah,
Saudi
no.
Arabia.
Oh no, I'm not there.
Wow. That's bold. That is a bold
That
one.
is bold.
Who does he wrestle?
Shawn Michaels.
No.
Oh, that's bold.
The only time that I'd drop my head in shame if they announced Shawn Michaels was coming out of retirement. Who does he face? Kane.
Jeez.
No, I'm not quite sure on who is. It'll be someone that's small and nimble that he can throw around, and someone that's good on the mic.
Well, it's a shame that they got rid of Mansoor then.
Yeah. That's true. You know, at this point, he should be wrestling someone safe, like Randy Orton. That's
Yeah,
not a bad
actually,
match.
that's probably something that could potentially happen. There's two big names in it. But...
All right.
You comfortable with that? Undertaker wrestles in Saudi Arabia versus Orton?
No, it doesn't
not
have to
against Paul,
specify.
but it could be a good shout.
I'll just, okay.
So
Shucks.
my one is that Tony Khan finally realizes that it's just getting silly now. Tony Khan closes Ring of Honor, and they unify a load of the belts.
Kill that one.
Alright, I should have saved Beans for last. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Beans. Put you on the spot like that.
Okay. Not the much
I've just
to
got to see him Punk and stole the show against The Undertaker only to not go on last.
You don't think closing Ring of Honor is a big move?
No.
I've got to say, that is a pretty milestone moment for wrestling in general.
Yeah.
I mean, no. He's got Honor Club.
Compared with Undertaker potentially blowing his knees
People-
out.
People are, I guess, paying for it, you know, and whatnot. No, there's no way he's closing Ring of Honor.
That's why it's bold prediction.
Alright.
Yeah, Steve put in the chat as well with his biker gimmick. Definitely with the biker.
Somehow, alright, that's the last one. Anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
No, unless you guys have got any other good prediction questions or whatever.
Did we make any weird ones last year that we need to review whether they were right or not?
I don't
I
remember.
think we did.
I don't remember doing it. No.
I don't think we did last year.
But I've
I've
got these
got
all
a-
written down now, so I will.
Same.
I'll have them.
These are well documented.
Yeah, well
I've got
done.
show predictions in me about us.
You what? You got any of it for us?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, Beans make more than 10 appearances this year.
He's already made 2.
Well,
Keep
exactly.
going.
I was going to say 3 and then I just realised.
I've actually applied for a different job, so if I get it and I have to
Oh.
start waking up early in the morning, then I don't know. Might not be able to be staying up till 3 anymore.
We have to move the show around. Show's on a different air date.
No?
Oh, no, that depends how important I am, I guess. You could just tell me this stuff and I have to suck it up or leave.
That's what happened with me.
No, it's not. We love having you around. What the hell?
Yeah.
I have a child. Still expected to stay up till 3 in the morning to do a show. I don't know. Put in these complaints, even had a fist fight backstage. No.
Did you? Smooth did say something about being scared for his life.
Yeah.
Was he wearing a wig when he did it?
I am losing my hair up there.
Now that's a bold prediction. Let's get out of here.
Get in line.
Alrighty. Somehow we finished with a little bit of collision left. We'll hopefully be back. Hopefully be back next week. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Good night.